There we go. Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Very, very interesting little game here. Kind of a multi-genre work here. Like I mentioned how there's like a bunch of stuff going on in the original Mega Man Legends where you've got like the so-called, kind of RPG elements, kind of a pseudo-Metroidvania thing going on with the ruins beneath the island. NPC sub-quests, that kind of thing. But at its heart, it's like kind of your standard, almost kind of Zelda-esque action-adventure game with a bit of a twist to it. We're actually going to sit on the title screen here just because, yeah, I do believe there's like a demo sequence that you get here with a bit of story in it. Yeah.
So, what do you all think of our new ship, huh? How's she holding up?
Yeah, so this is actually a prequel to Mega Man Legends. This all takes place, I don't know exactly how long, but at some point before the events of Mega Man Legends.
Thanks, Tron.
And yeah, this is kind of the story of how the Bonne family got their ship.
Such neat toys!
It's not that big of a deal, Teasel. I mean, you were able to get us the best kind of equipment, which let us finish the job a lot faster than it would have taken.
I know we spent a lot of money on this ship, which means we're going to have to work hard to get it back! That's why I've got something really big planned for us this time. We're going to take the legendary treasure of the Nakai Desert, Diana's Tear.
What? But that's supposed to be one of the biggest refractors in the world! How did you find it?
It wasn't easy. I had to spend a lot to get that information. That old junk dealer drove a hard bargain.
Aren't they supposed to be pirates? Why didn't he just like beat them up and take it?
I'm going to take Shift B in. Man your stations, everyone! We're rolling out!
Roger.
Huh? Shift B? What about me, Teasel?
Tron, you stay here with the Gizmo Shaft. You've done enough work already. Can't have you take care of everything, you know?
But Teasel!
Don't you worry about a thing. We'll be back before you know it. You just sit back and relax, okay? All right, boys. Ready? Let's go get that treasure!
Oh, they changed Bon Bon's voice for this game. Yeah, I don't know, what was the reasoning behind that, but... So yeah, the basic idea here is, a lot of critics I saw at the time, when Mega Man Legends came out, sort of made the point that, like, the Bonne pirates kind of stole the show for a lot of people in Mega Man Legends. They're, like, kind of the most... the most fun to watch and the most interesting characters in the whole game. So naturally enough, they actually made them the stars of their own little kind of prequel game here, little spin-off. Or I say the Bonne like pirate family. It's really just Tron. In the end, Teasel sort of gets taken out of the picture relatively early on. Yeah, you get a little demo here to kind of show a little bit of what the game's all about. Although there's actually more to it here. So you can see there's like a lot here that's kind of familiar from Mega Man Legends. You got the same basic gameplay where you're just kind of running around and shooting things. And you can see we got that lifting arm as well, got introduced here, that they also kept for Mega Man Legends 2. But there's actually a bunch of other stuff going on in this game too. Like it's not all just like running and shooting.
Misadventures of Tron Bonne!
Oh hey, we actually get the Tron voice clip there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start up a new game. Actually, I think auto aim is basically like an auto lock on, where it just automatically locks onto the enemies for you. That's awful. You don't ever want to do that. So yeah, manual aim here. Yeah, the default. So basically, do you want good control? Do you want bad controls, or do you want good controls? And they try to shame you for taking the good controls by saying that it's for people who are not used to action games, whereas this one requires practice to master. No, it's just bad controls, good controls. We're going with good controls. I guess it's not really bad or good. It's just a matter of that it kind of, like they say, it does kind of take getting used to, since it's kind of non-standard. Like every other 3D action game at this point, I think. Like Kingsfield, for example, did shoulder buttons to move side to side and the D-pad to turn. So yeah, this is just basically just a little intro tutorial section here. Sort of, yeah, introducing what the game is all about. They actually, they added a lot of stuff on top of the sort of basic running and shooting gameplay of the original Mega Man Legends. We're actually going to see a few cool new elements here in this little tutorial. Yeah, all the same voice actors as in Mega Man Legends as well. I mean, obviously, since, you know, the voice actors did such a great job, and, you know, but, like, the characters they portrayed were so appealing that obviously they're going to bring everyone back for the sequel. Or the, I guess, the prequel, I guess I should say. Maybe that's why they were on Catalogs Island in the first place in Mega Man Legends. Maybe he was like just there to get his vengeance on the junk dealer there.
This is the Gustav Bonne Bonne. Can you hear me? Over.
Oh yeah, that's right. They didn't get all the original voice actors. Because yeah, in Mega Man Legends, they left Bonne Bonne's voice the same as the Japanese version, whereas for some reason, they decided to redub it for this game.
Giant doorway?
I don't know why. This sounds stupider than the Japanese version of Bonne Bonne, but here we are. Like I said, both of them get sort of carted off to the salt mines pretty early in the game, so it doesn't really matter what their voices sound like.
Stand by, I'm on my way.
Yeah, you can see kind of this change in the style of storytelling here too. It's not all like it's not. In fact, it's not hardly at all like the sort of polygonal models of Mega Man Legends with, like, you know, the detailed facial animations that I kept on talking about in that game. But in this one, it's mostly like kind of the anime style portraits here, which is a style that's actually kind of unique to this game in the series. Like, they went back to the polygons in and the 3D models for the main storytelling sort of medium for Mega Man Legends 2, because yeah, you don't get like all of the character portraits and all of that in Mega Man Legends 2, so this is like kind of the one game in the series where they do things like this.
Whoa! It's a Reaver bot, one of the robots that guard the old
kind of a shame, actually. If you actually look up like some of the official artwork for the Mega Man Legends series, I don't remember the artist's name, but he's like somewhat like well known in Japan. But yeah, it's like tons of fantastic artwork and just like promo images and character like design docs and stuff. But yeah, so apart from that thing that tells you how to shoot there.
What the heck was that?
Oh, and he gives you the beacon bomb tutorial if you use it before you get to the point.
It's a beacon bomb, Teasel.
So yeah, later on they give you the beacon bomb tutorial, but if you fire it early, they explain it to you anyways.
Use the directional button to move the target to where you want the surfbots to go.
It's actually a bit confusing in this game because they actually sort of change the controls a little bit on you, because it's R2 was the lock-on button in Mega Man Legends, but in this one it's to sort of a manual aim button, but it's mainly used for firing the beacon bomb, and that's going to tell you where the surfbots go, and that's why they're sort of following you around this whole time. And yeah, they can do like various things, interact with different objects in the world. The main thing you're going to be using them for, though, is to send them in holes to dig up treasure.
I bet the surfbots could fit in.
And then, yeah, here they would explain the beacon bomb if you hadn't used it already.
Yay!
It's just, I don't know, just like with Mega Man Legends, everything in this game is so charming. I just love the way that they always have the one surfbot come out a little bit later, and his voice is like a little bit like lower and derpier than the others. Just like little touches like that, I really appreciate. Yeah, I really do think this series has just great attention to detail with like the voice acting and the animation and all of that. It's just probably among the best on the PlayStation. Like, Mega Man Legends originally was already, like I had said when we were playing that, one of the best on the PlayStation for that sort of thing. And then the sequels only kind of improved from there. Yeah, as far as the artwork, it's a bit of a shame that they don't incorporate more of, like, the, yeah, whatever his name is, the artist's, like, official images into the game at all. In this one, you see a fair bit of them with the different character portraits. And, yeah, sort of animated character portraits and all of that. Whereas, yeah, in the main Mega Man Legends games, you actually don't see basically, like, any of the artwork at all. And in fact, they even stripped out a lot of it from, like, the packaging and promo materials, like, from the American version. Or especially the box art. Like, the box art for these games. Can I get both these guys with one throw? Yeah, just about. So yeah, the ability to lift up stuff is actually, like, yeah, really helpful in this game. Especially early on before you kind of get your Buster powered up. And I say Buster, I think it's called something else in this game, but it's kind of amusing that they... like, why didn't they use this thing when fighting Mega Man in Mega Man Legends? It's, like, got basically the same sort of mobility and, like, versatility as Mega Man. Got, like, the same weapons, same kind of firepower. Do we actually have to fight this thing? Looks like we probably do. Whoa! Oh, a bit late there. So yeah, the idea there is that you need to use the serve bots to interrupt him before he does that laser there, but I forgot until the last second. And I just love, yeah, the way the serve bots just, like, go... just, like, sprawling everywhere once they get shaken off an enemy. Okay, so here we are at our destination.
Must be it! Ahem. This is the Gustav. Come in, Gesellschaft.
Gesellschaft here. Go ahead.
I'm in front of the sub-gate. I'm going to go in. Tell Tron not to worry. Over.
Teasel, is everything okay? How's the Gustav holding up?
So yeah, the thing, so Teasel and Tron seem to have, like, almost sort of like a digger-spotter kind of relationship here. As I understand it, like, the idea behind this game is this is the game, or this is the point in their history where Tron sort of came into her own and started, like, directing the Servbots and going on her own missions. And, like, you know, helping the family out with the violent business of piracy and all of that. Oh shit! They decapitated our baby brother. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the frickin' bird pots. Yeah, so this is Glide. He actually gets, he appears in Mega Man Legends 2 as well, but this game here is his first appearance, the game that he was introduced in.
Don't you recognize me? I'm hers. It's me, Glide. I work for Mr. Lowe.
And yeah, Glide is, like, kind of like Tron's, essentially the rival character for this game. Deer?
Wait! I can get the money I borrowed from Lowe back real soon! Once this job's over, I'll have your money, honest!
I'm afraid it's too late.
But he's got his own little army of, like, bird bots there that are basically the evil versions of Servbots. Who are basically, like, the villains in Mega Man Legends anyways. Not nearly as charming as the Servbots, I've got to say.
A few more.
Silence! Don't you understand? Your time is up. You leave me no choice but to exercise our option. That big body of yours is mine.
Oh! Gay panic! Gay panic!
What's going on, Teasel? What's happening?
Yeah, Glide is, I don't know, his personality and voice acting is a bit, what's the word? Effete, I guess.
Don't worry, though. I'll be back soon.
Ooh, fancy anime black backflip.
You're not exactly my type, but if you want to play around a little, I'm game. Take your best shot.
Ugh, we gotta shoot this guy. Oh yeah, he's got his own little giant bird bot as well. He's actually like a really like stupid easy boss right here. Like all he does is just he's like charging up his laser to shoot me from over there when I was over there. So if you actually get away from him, he does other things. I wonder if there's enough like throwing weapons here to get him with just those, and yeah, eventually he'll take off. Though he doesn't exactly, you know, aim at you or anything. Oh, yeah, I haven't actually shown off the lock-on just yet. There it is. Though it's still, in this game, they didn't yet quite introduce the ability to run around while locked on just yet. Oh, he's harassing my little Servbot buddies. Get him, boys! Spit on him! There we go. But yeah, of course, this is one of those sort of
I'd expect no less from the leader of the Bonne.
trivially easy fights that you automatically lose in the end anyways. I think I tried it out once before. You actually do still get a game over, though, if you somehow manage to lose that fight.
Ultimate Glide Laser!
So yeah, that's the basic plot of the game here, is that Teasel and Bonne get kidnapped by debt collectors. And then so it's up to Tron to go and scrounge up the money to bust them out.
I'm gonna go to their last known position and make sure everything's okay. Block D, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, the weird... So now that we actually get to see like the full character arc for Tron, her weird metal crotch plate is a lot more visible here. Yay! And yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I guess it's like, I don't know, a camel toe protector, I suppose, with like the leggings that she wears, something like that.
What happened to Teasel and Bonne? Miss Tron, it was so scary. We were so frightened.
There was a gay.
It's all right. It's over now.
Calm down, it's all right.
Can you tell me what happened?
They're just
to
like you
Teasel
and me.
Bonne? They were both.
And yeah, again, even more so than with Mega Man Legends, your enjoyment of this game is going to come down to how much you like the Servbots and the Bonds and all of that.
Postmen, they said if we can't pay back our debt, they'll make us work it off. Debt? Teasel never said anything about a debt. He must not have wanted to worry us and so didn't tell us about it. That's just
I don't know if it's just the emulator or what, but the audio levels on the voice acting seem a little bit off. Like sometimes it's hard to hear them speaking over the music.
Roger.
Could just be my headphones too. So we kind of got like a long sequence of like story bits here at the beginning, sort of like a long sequence of cutscenes. There's actually not much of this at all throughout the rest of the game, though. It's pretty much all just like pretty much wall-to-wall gameplay with very little like interstitial story cutscenes.
We found it. Wait,
Or I guess to the extent, I guess, that you consider talking to Servbots on the bridge to be gameplay content.
Yep,
Which I do.
This is it. This is Teasel's receipt for the money. What does it say? Read it, Miss Tron. Let's see. I owe you. I, Teasel Bonne, do hereby state that I owe Loath Inc. the sum of 1 million zenny to be paid back in full. Huh? 1 million zenny? What was Teasel doing with so much money? Wait a minute. The date on this IOU. It's from around the time we were building the Gesellschaft. Teasel said not to worry about money. He said we had plenty, and then he went out and bought everything. Miss Tron,
And then we
should
blew
we
it
make
up
dinner
in
for
the game that comes
Master
after
Teasel and
this.
Master Bonbon tonight? No, not tonight. But keep their places ready. They'll be back. I'm gonna pay this IOU and bring Teasel and Bonbon
A lot of
back.
original content in this game too. Like there's a lot of like reused assets like graphics and music and stuff between Mega Man Legends 1 and Mega Man Legends 2, and there's actually pretty much nothing in this game is or the Servbot models, I suppose, is the main one, but other than that, like all the graphics, music, pretty much everything in this game is completely original. None of it taken from Mega Man Legends. But yeah, so the basic idea here is that you sort of command this little army of Servbots, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. There's actually a lot more than just the regular kind of sort of Mega Man Legends-esque action shooting bits. You can see we get a little bit of money to start there, but yeah, the whole goal is to get our way up to 1,000,000 Zenny to pay off the debt and free Tron's brother. But yeah, so yeah, you can basically talk to all the Servbots around the Gessel shaft, which is actually helpful. Like sometimes they'll have useful items, and we'll be able to, I think some of them can even like unlock stuff in the missions and that type of thing. So yeah, you sort of your interaction with the Servbots is actually like kind of a major gameplay feature here. You'll get items from different Servbots that you give to the other Servbots. You'll sort of increase their stats to make them better at different things, send them on scouting missions, take them away, take them with you on the different missions. Yeah, sure. We can do a little tutorial here on the Gessel shaft. Is she gonna get pissed off if I do this? Okay, she doesn't give a shit. Another little small feature I appreciate that's an improvement over Mega Man Legends is you can advance through the text way faster. Like you could always advance through text by holding triangle in Mega Man Legends, but yeah, in this game it actually goes way faster. Oh, what is that actually? Oh, yeah, that's right. So yeah, you can go on the Servbot list, and it'll show you sort of a description of all of the Servbots. And then some of them are sort of hidden away now. They're on parts of the ship that we can't access just yet, the ones with the question mark. And you can see, yeah, each Servbot has their own little set of stats there. I think it's, what, attack, speed, brains, and sloth. And then, yeah, most of them have special skills as well, which you can unlock either by taking them on missions or by giving them special items to them. And they all start off with pretty crappy stats. And you can see number 1 here is a sniper, which is kind of the most important role. In a certain way. So instead of buster parts to upgrade your buster cannon on the Gustav, like in Mega Man Legends, instead of buster parts, you have your Servbot stats. So on each mission, you're going to designate one Servbot as your sniper, and then his stats are going to determine your attack strength, your firing rate, and I don't know what Brains does. I think it's homing capability, maybe? Or range. I think Brains is range, actually. So yeah, your attack damage, firing speed, and range are determined by the stats of your sniper. So it is worthwhile to, upgrade their stats. Oh, and how did I do that? Oh yeah, and hitting circle will just sort of give you a description of all of these different things. Yeah, we can actually name the Servbots too. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I'm not really creative enough for all of that. Okay, and yeah, square button just sort of toggles on and off the little identifier for each of them. What is data? Okay, and that's this. So yeah, this just shows you the stats of the currently selected Servbots. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh yeah, actually, I think there's one more thing. If you go on the list... Oh yeah, it was just right there in front of me and I just didn't notice it, but you actually get a little description of each Servbot's personality as well. So you got number 1, who's reliable, the first one that was ever made. Then you got number 40 here, who's innocent and is still learning about being different. And you get, like, yeah, cute little descriptions for all of the different Servbots here. It's just like as much charm as I think was in the original Mega Man Legends. I think this game like kind of blows the original out of the water in the charm department. Like it's really not even close, is it? Especially if you're like a big fan of yeah, Tron and the Servbots and all of them in the first place. Oh yeah, and Tron's got her own little lab outfit here too. Yeah, so I think these guys are just going to tell us about item development. Yeah, I think they both need items to be able to develop those parts. And yeah, unlike Mega Man Legends, you actually don't have special weapons in this game. You always have the lifting arm, just because it's kind of a bit like a core gameplay mechanic. So yeah, instead of special weapons, you have the lifting arm. But what you can do instead is you can basically swap out the main weapon of the Goose Staff. Like you can switch the Buster for the bazooka later on when you get it, or for the Gatling gun. Okay, fine, tell me now. Yeah, that's the tricky thing about this game too, is balancing sort of your collecting of money to pay off the debt with the amount of money you spend on research and development. What did this guy say again? I wasn't really paying attention. Oh yeah, armor improvements. Whoops. The way they move around sometimes makes it difficult to target the one that you want. Okay, so yeah, we can go into development mode, and this will just show us all of the stuff that we can make. I think in this game, an E-bottle is just like an item you can use to. What am I trying to say here? Like it's effectively an E-tank, basically, and then the larger E-bottles are. Is there actually a way to get a description of these though? Because I want to kind of be sure that I know what's going on here. Okay, apparently we're just buying it anyways. What if we... Okay, and then yeah, we can get the tank parts, armor parts, Gatling parts, bazooka parts, but they're all pretty expensive. In fact, 150,000 for bazooka parts. That's like a good chunk of like our total. In fact, if we get all of these, that's like a fifth of the debt that we have to pay off. In general, I like to just spend everything on getting all of the stuff first, but actually, yeah, I think I actually do want tank parts right now, though. Yeah, and that'll just give them, that just sort of gives them the ability to develop stuff. So yeah, this was the tank guy, right? Oh, he just still says promise. Oh, it's like literally the same thing. Which was the tank guy again? That was the armor guy. Okay, yeah, now we can build E-tank upgrades. So yeah, and do we want Gatling parts? Or yeah, we can't even afford Gatling parts right now. Armor's probably unnecessary since this isn't a super difficult game, but I will get that E-tank. Yeah, you can spend a lot of money on development here. Although we actually don't need it right away, because there are other things you can do to sort of earn money outside of taking the Gustav out on missions. Oops. So then why isn't he going to the cafeteria just yet? Oh yeah, and this is where you, basically go to sell all of the useless junk that you find on missions. Oh yeah, I guess you can also sell back some of the Gustav parts that you don't want. Yep, so that's the storage area. So yeah, each of these areas kind of has its own sort of different use. Although some of them are just like, sort of hubs for serve bots that you can talk to. Is this the guy who wants the strategy notes? Okay. I wish that they would show you like the description of the servbot's personality along with this. Like if I wanted to look up what number 20, just out of curiosity, if I wanted to look up the data on his personality, I'd have to go on here, go all the way down to number 26 to figure out, oh, he's the popular, bumbling, hopeless servbot that everybody loves. I don't really get how it's a thing that, like, servbots need to eat somehow. Like, apparently she, I don't know, built them with a digestive system or something. Or maybe this is just like a cute, you know, kind of like a cute substitute for, like fuel or something. And they're actually eating, like, I don't know, batteries to give them electricity or something. I don't know. Although, actually, later on, like, when you actually do the cafeteria minigame, it turns out that they're eating, like, spaghetti and stuff, which is a bit weird. I like the way that the servbots on the right are... Oh, okay, it's... Yeah, the servbots on the right are kind of synced up there until the one with the paper airplane just, threw it in his face. And then he doesn't resume the head bobbing until he gets back in sync with his buddy there. That's just great. Again, the attention to detail. Alright, this is the guy. This guy right here. I think this basically just gives him the ability to spout tutorial messages at you, maybe. Now he can strategize. Oops. Yep, so yeah, this guy will just tell you basically what the game is about, if you somehow don't have the instruction manual or something, I guess. Yeah, so as this guy's describing to you here, there's missions that involve things other than just, running and shooting with your robot. There are puzzle-solving missions, and there's what are effectively adventure missions, where you just go around talking to NPCs and solving puzzles. Like, most of the mission, like, the central sort of gameplay mechanism is based around the whole running and shooting thing. Like, spoiler alert, when you go to, like, the final mission and the final boss and everything, after you've collected all the debt money, you're gonna be, like, running and shooting and doing the same basic Mega Man Legends gameplay. But until then, you've got, like, some other options for ways to get money. Yeah, it'll be easier to explain sort of what he's talking about once we actually get to the mission select screen. explained all this already. What did we just say? Which serve bots, special skills. So when he says wait till later there, that's like kind of a bit of foreshadowing. Like there's no reason to really delay development like he recommends there per se. Because you're basically just like saving up till you get 1 million and then you're done. What he's kind of alluding to there is that there's kind of a second phase of the game and a second set of missions after you pay off the first chunk of the debt. And then you have the opportunity to make like even more money for the second set of missions, so it's kind of worth your while to not bother saving up so much until those big money missions become available to you. It's kind of what he's trying to get at there, but he can't really tell you because it's a bit of a plot spoiler, sort of. Oh yeah, we actually are going to want to do some gym stuff here before we go out on the first mission. This is probably the least good part of the game right here. Basically, the gym missions work very similar to the TV station missions in Mega Man Legends, in that it's like sort of simple, repetitive mini games, and you have to do them like 3 or 4 times each to actually clear each level. Yeah, so this is basically the area where you can do different mini games to increase your Servbot's stats. And because there's 40 of them, if you want to go like hog wild and max out everyone's stats, you're going to be playing a lot, like lots and lots and lots of these freaking mini games. But we are actually, and yeah, right now he'll only let you do numbers 1 to 8. I don't think you unlock the ability to train the others until much later. However, we don't really care about any of their stats other than our sniper. So really, we don't have to do like tons and tons of this mini game right now. We don't need to hear the rules. This is a pretty self-explanatory one. Kind of a little bit like Kick the Dog in Mega Man Legends. Basic idea is, yeah, you hit the square button to grab the bomb, and then you throw the bomb and hit the targets. If you aim it really well, you can hit 2 targets with 1 bomb. And then, yeah, you gotta kind of jump up there to hit the targets in the back row. Some targets are worth more money than others, too. Oh yeah, sometimes they'll flip up the special bazooka one. Well, you gotta be careful though, because the bombs can actually blow up in your face. The thing about this minigame though is that you're kind of limited by the speed at which that little Servbot back there can actually flip up the targets. So yeah, once you sort of get things under control to a certain point, you're basically just taking them down as fast as they can come up. Like, yeah, we got another bazooka here. Oh, yeah. We're actually going to lose our curry there. And yeah, you can see the targets that come up. They're basically like townspeople. There's like little cardboard cutouts of Glide, and one of them is actually Mr. Loath, the debtor guy. It's actually, yeah, these 2 grinning dudes right here. I think he's actually worth, or yeah, him and Loath, him and Glide. That's right, what was I? Him and Glide, I think, are worth 2 points, and all the others are worth 1. Or maybe the police are worth 2 as well, I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah, and yeah, catching the bomb in midair like that actually doesn't happen automatically. You need to, yeah, you hit the square button to pick up the bombs, and you kind of need to time it correctly to be able to pull it out of the air like that. Oh, screwed that up there. But yeah, you can see this is pretty easy. But again, very similar to the way it works in, Why aren't you eating the... You won't eat the curry. What's going on here? There we go. But yeah, you can see we're doing level 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. And basically each level of attack strength sort of increases the difficulty level of the minigame. So yeah, the requirement is just going to go higher and higher as we progress here. I messed up the timing there. Dang it. Alright, it's circle button to eat the curry. I think he actually tells you that if you listen to the little tutorial about this minigame. But yeah, that's the thing, is basically for each point of attack strength you want, you need to do this minigame 3 times. And it gets harder and harder the higher your attack goes up. So yeah, that'll get... Yeah, so that'll basically, yeah, we did the level 2 minigame, so that gets number 1's attack rating to level 3. And so you don't actually have to, like, do this minigame all the way for every servbot. Like, if we actually look at the servbot stats here. Yeah, so if I were to train up number 2, I would do the level 2 minigames, his attack would go to 3, and then I'd do the level 3 minigame to max it out. So like to bring someone from 1, so to get a servbot's attack from level 1 to level 4 and max it out, you need to play that stupid minigame 9 times. And there are 40 servbots, as you can see. Though it seems that pretty much all of them start with, like all the ones that have like a decent amount of attack. Like, basically any of them that actually go up to 4 seem to start at 2, so I guess it's not actually that bad. You can't actually do anything to increase their speed just yet, or I guess their stats will naturally level up if you take them on missions, but that's a bit slow compared to the minigames, although a lot more fun, so that's the way that I prefer to do it. But yeah, later on, you'll unlock another minigame that'll let you increase their speed. And yeah, I think that's about it for, yeah, the whole HQ thing. Right, it's system on the bridge to save your game. Okay, so yeah, that's basically everything that you can do at this point on the Gesellschaft, and they'll finish construction on different rooms, so you can get more rooms and do more different things. Oh yeah, there's also scouting, where you can basically send servbots out to the different squares on the map. Oh, and it actually looks like we can send one out right now. I think maybe the brains rating determines how good they are at finding stuff, maybe? I'm not even sure about that. Thing is, I want to take someone who, like, or I guess I can take someone at the bottom of the list. No, I think I want to send someone with no special abilities, because we might, like, sort of miss out on the opportunity to unlock a servbot skill. So we want to get the smartest servbot available with no special skills whatsoever. But it looks like all the skill-less servbots are also brainless, so we will... Oh, excuse me. What? Too many servbots? I don't know what that means. Oh, did I accidentally choose one already? Oh, yeah, we got number 39. We don't want him. Yeah, we'll do number 16. I don't think the square, or like different squares will yield different items. I mean, Gold City sounds lucrative, right? Surely there's got to be something there. Okay, now we can finally go on a mission. Yeah, so these are all the missions to choose from. This is, and yeah, you can see you get, oh, so over on the left there, you got basically sort of the tier of mission that you're on. So yeah, we're on like mission 1, level 1, and it's an action mission. And then beyond that, you've got, they call it RPG. I'd say it's like more of like an adventure style game. Where it's basically you're sort of exploring a ruins. Or actually, we'll go through in order. So yeah, bank. Goal of mission is to rob the bank. Sort of an action shooting thing. The thing is that the action missions are based on the stats of the goose staff, which you can level up by spending money. So it's actually more optimal to save the action missions till later on and sort of build up like a bunch of money and spend and upgrade the goose staff on the other missions that don't rely on its stats. And then yeah, your other action mission is the ruins here. They say it's free, which is like, I mean, what they mean by free is that it's basically another action level. It's essentially the equivalent of like the ruins you could explore in Mega Man Legends. And there is a destination, there's like a final boss and everything, but you can't do it all in one trip. There are like upgrades that you can find in here that you basically... It's kind of similar to Mega Man Legends, where you'll need to find an item to break through walls and that sort of thing to actually explore the whole ruins. So it'll take you a couple trips to finish this one. It's also kind of like a fallback strategy too, where if you somehow like clean out all the other missions and excuse me, if you actually like somehow finish all the other missions and spend all the money you made on those, you can always just grind up money on just the Reaver bots in the ruins here and pay off the debt that way. This is yeah the shipping container puzzle mission. Basically like a square. Actually, maybe we'll do this one first. Because this is like a nice, like, the puzzles in this one actually get really challenging, but the first mission here is actually really easy, if I remember correctly. So yeah, basic idea behind this one is we're going to be stealing shipping containers. Yep, and here she's, yeah, basically explaining sort of where the puzzle comes in. It'll be a lot more obvious sort of what she's getting at when we actually get to when we actually start the mission. Although actually the one downside of these non-action missions is that you don't take along quite as many serve bots for this one, so you'll get fewer serve bots leveled up. I'm actually fine with I don't know. Like, on the one hand, his brains will go up if we take him on this mission, but on the other hand, he won't unlock any special skills since he's already a sniper. Yeah, we'll go, and yeah, I think I like the idea of like unlocking the special skills of the development team. So yeah, we'll take number 2 along for this one. And yeah, so the idea of your sort of little helper serve bot here is basically good for 2 things, as usual. You can find little holes to send them into throughout the mission and pull out goodies. And then also, your helper serve bot can actually give you hints for each puzzle here.
We're going to load those containers using the...
And yeah, Tron's basically going to spell out exactly the way the puzzle works here.
Wondering what's in those containers? I'll tell you.
I'm really not wondering. I think I have a good idea. So meat, basically. There's meat inside the meat container.
Miss Tron! Look! Crab! It's a container full of crab meat! What? In this season? Alright, we'll add that to the list as well! Roger! Even the Gustav tank can't handle big containers like these! The Gustav tank can lift containers a maximum of 8 times. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm moving the other containers out of the way. I won't be able to carry them that far either. No more than 10 steps.
You guys taking this down? You're writing notes?
These light wooden containers anywhere.
There'll be a quiz at the end.
Too heavy to move at all, though. If I turn in place after picking them up, At least I can get them out of the way. I guess if I have to, I can put some containers into the sea. I'm sure I'll figure it out somehow. So, did you get all that? Not really. Weren't you listening? If
Please don't repeat it. Please don't repeat it.
By opening a menu with the start button.
Okay, good.
And selecting restart.
I think there's an undo button as well.
Let's give it a try, okay?
So I might be
I'll tell the rules
misremembering
again
that.
if you forget. Just
Please
press
don't.
the start button for the menu and select rules. Let's go! Yes, Miss Tron.
Okay. So it's this is not at all like Mega Man Legends anymore, is it? So yeah, the basic idea here is you can move so it's a tile by tile system. We've got our little helper Servbot following around here. You can run him over if you want. It doesn't hurt him. I don't know what she makes these things out of, but it's extremely durable, stretchable, and oops, and so if we hit the button here, so we can lift it up, we can carry it up to 10 steps, and we want to get it over to the start here and load it onto the ship. The crab there is essentially a bonus container, where it's like you don't have to get the crab to complete the mission. It's just kind of like a... Because in general, these puzzle missions aren't actually that difficult. I mean, they get tougher and tougher as you go along, and some of them actually are rather challenging by the time you get to the end. But the real challenge in each one is actually to figure out how to get the crab. Yeah, you can see we can make a little bridge here by throwing containers into the water. That's basically how you get the crab on this mission. Actually, I want to check this out. Is there a... Go back around? Yeah, there's an undo button, basically, so you can go back one move if you want. Also, you can get hints from your helper Servbot. So the higher his brains stat, the better the hints he'll be able to give. And then if you take along a Servbot with maximum brains, then he'll basically be able to not quite solve the puzzle for you, but give you really obvious hints that'll get you most of the way there. Although if you're taking a Servbot with maxed out brains, that's actually a bit of a waste, since he won't be gaining any brains from going along on the mission. Also, you can see that there's a few buildings that you can send your Servbot into, so if you're not going to use them for hints, you can at least use them to dig for treasure in these warehouses and things. And it looks like he stole... Couldn't tell what that was. Yeah, I'm just gonna scare away that dude. Trying to mess with my Servbot buddies. Then we got a nice little... I don't know what this is, but another hole here to send him into. So yeah, we only got one container left. But we got 2 lifts to spare, and we even got the crab out of it as well. So yeah, this is a really easy first mission. But there's 3 tiers to each level of this mission, so we're gonna have to do 2 more of these before the mission's over.
The last container.
So yeah, there's 3 rounds we got to do. So you can redo it if you want. Like, say if you missed the crab, you can go back and do it. When if you retreat, actually, you can go back home, but that'll actually fail you the mission. Like, you actually won't get the money for grabbing the containers.
Let's go to the next dock.
You'll get a little consolation prize, though. I'm going on memory. I shouldn't be saying this stuff as if I know what I'm talking about. But I believe the way it worked is basically you, if you fail a mission, you don't get the money for completing that mission, like your main objective. Like, you won't get anything for all the containers you stored away. But you will get to keep anything else that you collected over the course of the mission. So all of the treasures that the Servbots pulled out of the holes, and any refractors that you might have picked up from enemies. Yeah, those will stay with you, even if you fail the mission. Okay, I think we might need to be careful not to get chumped by this one. No, I think I already see the solution here. 3 lifts, 3 boxes, and I know exactly what to do. I mean, I'm not positive about this. I think... Yeah, they said, like, move on to the next area, but you can see that the layout here is actually the same, and it's going to be the same between all 3 rounds of this mission. And I think that's even like exactly the same map. So yeah, the holes are still cleared out and everything. There's actually a bit of a shame in that you don't get extra rewards. Man, there's a hole up there too. I noticed. Can you actually go up there, little Servbot dude? No, the targeting thing is going to be red if he can actually get up there. Could we do it like that? Yeah, it looks like he can't climb up there. Oops. His little angry face there when he sort of fixes himself up there after getting squashed. Fucking adorable.
That's the last of the containers. You got them all. Congratulations. That's the...
Yeah, we're going to be hearing a lot of this, so I don't feel bad about skipping the dialogue here. And yeah, like the little strategist Servbot said, there's like this mission isn't based around your stats or anything. Like some of the action missions, you can sort of end up going like sort of beyond the level of your robot, and you can sort of progress on the action missions to the point where you need to upgrade your robot and get additional like health and armor and stats and stuff to be able to proceed. Whereas in this mission here, there's nothing stopping you from just like doing them all at once. There's no additional like money to be spent on development or stats or anything. Are we doing this right? I think I'm doing this wrong. I don't know if we actually have enough steps to get this crab container back, and there's 2 boxes left after this. Nope, barely made it. So yeah, this first level right here is actually really easy. I might even do another one after this, just to get like even more money. Actually, what's his hint here? Is it still the thing about putting the box... Oops, no, I don't want to restart the round. Shit, I wanted to hint. And they don't even ask you for confirmation either. That's kind of not great. It's like, oh, I'm having trouble. Give me a hint. Oh no, I accidentally restarted the round because that's right next to the option for hints. That's actually a decent hint right there. That, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that it's a decent hint, actually. Like, often a lot of the way... I don't know if you guys like this, or if you guys would like this kind of game here. Like, I personally love the variety of, like, the different game types here. Like, I love that they've got not just the action game type, but also I like box puzzles in general, so I appreciate that this is in the game. I actually don't like adventure games, but like the style of sort of like adventure RPG they've got in this game is like really simple and easy, and has like, you know, kind of this charming story and characters that the Legends series is kind of known for. So I still appreciate that even. Like I really like all of the different game modes in this game. And I suppose, yeah, even apart from just like a person's general susceptibility to the charms of the Servbots, your enjoyment of this game, I guess, would also be affected by how much you like all of the different game types. Although with that said, you can actually easily ignore ones that you don't like. Like if you aren't good at puzzles, you don't have to do the upper level puzzle missions if you don't want to. In fact, I didn't as a kid. I was terrible at like solving puzzles, and especially box puzzles back in the day. So I don't think I was able to like finish the last few missions of the shipping container puzzles. Like I think I did them eventually because I like read a game FAQs walkthrough or something, but okay, so yeah, that's our main loot there. Okay, that's apparently a lunchbox that we stole from that dude. And yeah, number 2's got brains. And yeah, we have, so it automatically sends some Servbots out scouting at the start of the game. And they've come back with all of their stuff right now too. But yeah, so number 2 actually didn't learn any new skills on that mission. But yeah, we actually do have a bit of money to work with now, so we can maybe go to the go to the lab and see what's what. Yeah, number 2 was in here somewhere. Oh, right, this is the same stuff. Every time he says that, I figured out how to develop parts. Do you want to know how? It sounds like he's actually learned something new, but no, that's just the same thing he says every time. Actually, as far as the serve bots here, okay, so we got basically, actually that's kind of helpful the way they're laid out like that. 30 to 34 are all development room serve bots. So, okay. Go on the list and do 30 to 34. Okay, so 30 knows what he's doing. It's 31, 32, and 34. I don't think armor is going to be too helpful, but I think I actually do want the bazooka just because it's helpful for exploring the ruins. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next. Although I think it's another 50,000 before we can get the bazooka parts. So I think there's just nothing for us to do. But actually, that's not true. What did we get for items? We've got a comic. I think we can actually give that to a serve bot. So yeah, it's actually often it's helpful to look at the list here to see like who's the sort of serve bot who would want a comic. Actually, I think I remember this. Actually, I think it's yeah, number 9 in the gym there. And I don't know, maybe between each mission just to do something. Oh yeah, I must have actually forgotten to talk to this guy the first time around. Yeah, so this is an item that gives you the ability to designate a serve bot as your favorite. It actually doesn't do anything at all until the very, very end of the game. Right, that's the same shit. I thought the thing about number 9, like being the gunslinger or something, indicated that, yeah, he wants the comic book. Sheriff Mega. I wonder if that was originally Sheriff Rock in the Japanese version. Oh god, Tron's expression here is just priceless. I think this might actually be my favorite serve bot. I think we actually just give him the redhead parts right now. I think you can actually take him back from him anyways. I don't know, can you? I'm gonna save the game. And yeah, you can see here we've actually got another sniper. I'm actually curious how his stats differ from number 1. So number 1, in terms of his maximum stats, he's got kind of a balance. He's got crappy speed, decent attack and brains, whereas number 9 has decent attack, excellent speed. I don't know, kind of crappy attack, but decent speed and brains. Unfortunately, we actually don't want to use him just yet as our sniper because we don't have the ability to increase his attack just yet because the stupid gym minigame won't let us train him until we're done with 1 through 8. So yeah, you can see if we wanted to max out the attack on numbers 1 through 8, so that'd be like what? 2 levels there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'd be 6 times 3. So we have to do the bomb minigame 18 times if we want to max out all of the like 18 rounds of bomb minigame to max out all of the Servbot's stats. I really, really wish that it would just end the minigame as soon as you meet the score target. Like, that would make this so much less aggravating. But no, you've got to wait for the timer to tick all the way down every frickin' time. So yeah, the strategy here is that you sort of want to keep ahead of the Servbot that's flipping up the targets, so that you'll just continuously have more targets to shoot. Other than that, though, for like the final levels of this minigame, where you've got to hit like, I think like 50 targets or something within the time limit, and it's kind of insane, you're a little bit at the mercy of RNG at that point, because a lot of it depends on whether, or I don't want to freeze the timer actually. If I say stop training, no, I'd like to stop training because we've hit the target, so we should just be able to move on to the next mission, right? But no, it won't let you. Oh, hey, we actually did hit 50 there. Yeah, I think 50 is like the final level. If like level 3-2 is 50. Like you can see right here, I'm getting, a bit unlucky with the way the bombs are ending up right here. Damn it! Yeah, that really... Basically, whenever he throws it in the same spot 2 in a row, that's, twice in a row, that's, pretty bad luck. Not that it really matters at all, since this, again, takes the same amount of time, regardless of how quickly I meet the target. This music here, too. Like, it's fine for what it is, but again, it's the type of thing where I guess any piece of music in any video game you're gonna get sick of if you hear it enough. I guess that's not entirely true, actually. There's some game music that I can just listen to on loop forever, and I'm content with it. It's good when you have that type of music for, like, or actually, I think the best example of that I can think of is Disgaea 3. The sort of the headquarters theme from Disgaea 3, because that's that game. It's like the Disgaea series. It's like a really like kind of heavy on like character development and like different like combining skills. And so it's like a whole bunch of like complexity in terms of like managing your characters and stuff. So you can spend like half an hour at a time on the in the HQ like screen, just messing around with your character's skills and equipment and stuff. And so what the Disgaea games do to kind of alleviate that a bit is that they all have really, really good music to play when you're on in the HQ area. And in particular, Disgaea 3, I think, had my absolute favorite. It's actually one of the ones that I... Oh shit, we actually didn't make it. We actually didn't even come close. I thought we were... I mistook the score for the target, so we actually have to do it one more time. Yeah, we got some really, really bad tosses early on, though. Because, yeah, that's really what this game is about, is making sure you get the double hits as often as possible and right in front of the dude as he's flipping up the targets, so that you always have something to aim at. Yeah, like right there, I basically missed a point there because that guy wasn't able to flip up the target. Sometimes you get lucky and, yeah, get extra rounds of bazooka. Oh, we might actually... No, we don't need the curry. The trick to getting the double hits is to sort of line up like the serve boss position with like the different markings on the floor. Like basically, a good reference points are the dot in the center and the lines to the side. Because yeah, you basically go like just off to the side of the line there, each of the lines, to be able to get the double hit. I wonder if that's even intentional. Like that's how they wanted to do it, so that you have like a marking to be able to, like a reference point, so that you can consistently make that double target hit. Anyways, I think we're going to save up for the bazooka here, so we are actually, yeah, going to do another puzzle. There. Actually, no, let's not do another puzzle mission. Just to show it off, we're actually going to do, yeah, Dig Out RPG. Because, yeah, 50,000 is all we need. And you can see how much it goes up. Like, the first level 1 of each... And, yeah, the basic payout for each of the missions is the same. Like, yeah, level 1 is always 50,000 for these first few missions. Level 2 is always 150,000. And then level 3, I think, is 300,000. So you don't even need to come close to doing all the missions to get up to 1 million. In fact, I don't even think you need to do the action missions at all, if I've got that right. Because, yeah, 150,000, 50,000, and 300,000. That's 600,000 right there for each of these. Yeah, we're just going to do the Dig Out RPGs just to show it off. And yeah, as much as these missions right here, the RPG missions, are a little bit, like, light on gameplay, I still really enjoy them. It's a bit reminiscent, I think, of Kingsfield, just in, like, the first-person gameplay. It's, like, kind of like a pseudo... Not even a dungeon crawler. It's like a dungeon crawler without the crawling and just talking to NPCs. And yeah, if you followed my Mega Man Legends series, you know how much I love talking to NPCs in these games. I don't know, I feel like I'd be more suspicious of, like, the weird little, like, yellow-faced Lego robots than I would... Or I don't know, I guess Tron's got, like, these skulls on, like, her... basically all over her clothing, on, like, the earrings and her shirt and everything, which I guess makes her a bit suspicious. Yeah, so you basically, yeah, Tron stays at home and sort of guides the servbots around with this little remote-controlled robot. This thing right here. Now, as far as the team we want to take along... I think we actually do want to take number 1. Just because, yeah, he's our only sniper, or our only good sniper right now. That'll increase his stats. Other than that... Oh yeah, I guess if we take along, like, the servbots 1 through 8, it'll actually increase their stats a little bit faster without having to send them in the stupid gym minigame. So yeah, I think we actually want to do the ones that have their attack stat able to be increased. Also, I think Brains is the stat that tends to go up the most on these missions. So it's like a bit of a waste that we're taking number 3 since his Brains are maxed out, but whatever. I think this will be a good team. Oh yeah, the different servbot abilities also change what they're capable of, sort of in terms of combat as well. I think we'll see that on the mission. I think the snipers can actually, like, attack enemies, if I've got that right.
Let's go get that treasure! Miss Tron, how are we supposed to get it? What's a dig out? Well, first you'll have to talk to a digger and get some information. Information, right!
Just like at the start of Mega Man Legends.
I'll use the Finkel to show you where to go. The Finkel is basically controlled the same way as the Gustav.
I don't think that's entirely true.
Press the square button while holding down the R2 button.
Okay, that part is the same. Beacon bombs are basically the same as the Gustav.
If you press just the square button, you can make the Finkel ram something. bomb, you want us to go check out whatever you fired it at, right? That's right. And if there's a person there, talk to him or her. I thought we weren't supposed to talk to strangers. Don't worry. I'll be right there with you.
No, you won't. You just
The
sent the
Finkel can make
stupid
a funny
remote
sound
control
if you press the
robot.
triangle button, which will get people's attention.
Oh, that'll scare
All
away
right,
the
Mr.
strangers
Tron.
then.
We'll do our best.
I actually don't think
Okay,
that
do you
triangle noise is
understand
required at all. No.
Finkel is
Okay, I thought she might get angry if you said no, but I didn't actually want to hear all this again. Yes, we did this time.
Roger.
So yeah, as you can see, we're actually in, like, yeah, sort of a first-person RPG right here. Yeah, we got a funny little horn there. Whoa! And yeah, you can send out the Finkel to ram stuff there. But yeah, as with the dock puzzle minigame, like, you can't really upgrade the stats of this robot here, so it actually development doesn't matter at all for this one. So it's, you can basically do all these RPG missions one after another.
Hello there, Mr. Digger. It's nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Huh? Are you fellas diggers too?
Yeah. We're here looking for treasure.
Treasure? You mean the Aurora Stones? You won't find any here. You'll have to go deeper into the caves.
Ooh, do you know where they are?
Not really, but I do know that there's supposed to be 3 stones here. Say, want to come along with me? We
So yeah,
can
that's
look
like
for them
one for
together.
each. Oh, excuse me.
Just a
One
second.
for each level of the mission here.
It doesn't look very dependable. Well, I guess it can't hurt, can it? Sure, we'll go with you.
Then it's settled. My name's Dance. Nice to meet you.
Here's Surfbots. Nice to meet you.
Not suspicious at all. Like a little army of little yellow-faced kids being controlled by a remote-controlled pig robot.
I get so excited whenever I think about diggings. Don't you?
I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's that exciting. Oh, he actually says something different. I wasn't expecting that.
These caves have only recently been discovered. Who knows what we might run into here? I get so excited whenever...
Okay, that's... looks like, what, about 3 different bits of dialogue for each NPC. Oh wait, I saw there was a... Oh no, that's up ahead of us. Nope. That is a hole.
Miss Tron, it looks like there was a cave in here.
Oh, that's right, we need to come back with the,
We need something that
drill.
can drill a hole if we want to keep going on.
A
Yeah.
cave in, huh?
No.
I've got just the thing.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back later on with the drill. Which is just something you get over the course of doing these missions. It's not like
Dynamite?
you don't have to put money into researching it or anything.
Bring the whole cave down on top of us. Wait, stop, don't!
Huh? Why? My Ultra Dynamite's pretty amazing stuff.
Let's leave for now. I'll make a drilling machine and we can come back later, all right? Let's come back later, all right, Mr. Dance?
Yeah, so that's basically how
Alright,
you unlock
you
the
say
next part
so.
of the
Really
part of the dungeon here. When you come in, after you finish this first level of the mission here, then when you come back the second time, you get the drilling machine, and then you can unlock the other parts of the caves. But yeah, there's really not much like mechanically going on with these missions. Like, you get a very basic mini map. And you just kind of follow the path to the end and talk to
Someone must
NPCs
have
along the
gotten here and
way.
opened it before us.
Does that mean there's no treasure left anywhere?
Not necessarily. Not all treasure boxes are this easy to open. Some treasure boxes are locked, which means you can't open them without the key.
A key, huh? But that means we have to find the key first.
That's generally how keys work, yeah. You can't use them unless you have them. And you can't have them unless you find them.
I'm with you, remember? Come on, let's keep moving.
Man, this digging is complicated stuff. I don't know if we're up for it. I guess this music that you hear right here, too, is one that you sort of hear on repeat for a long, long time over the course of these missions. Yeah, I don't see you there. Stupid little stalactites. I'm onto your game from all the freaking mishaps we had in Hollow Knight.
We can't go any further. There's something really painful looking in the way.
Why did she program them to feel pain anyways?
Probably plenty of them down here.
It's a trap. If you can't get past this, then you're not worthy of being called a digger. Traps like these usually have an off switch somewhere around them.
A switch? Where?
Let's see. Switch. There it is. If we push that blue switch, the trap should stop.
It's yellow.
Just you watch.
I mean, the base is blue, but the switch is clearly yellow. That went well.
That hurt. This is a nasty trap. Say, maybe you should push the switch instead. Yeah, that's it. Why don't you try?
I knew he was no good. I guess it's up to you
Yeah,
guys.
Tron is an excellent judge of character,
Yes, Miss Tron.
which is of course why she liked us so much in Mega Man Legends.
You can push the switch, all right? But Miss Tron, what happens if we get hit by the big ball?
Why don't you run in there and find out?
I'll time it just right so that you won't. But if I don't,
Well,
you don't? Well, we'll see what happens.
I'm pretty sure they've suffered worse by now. I think getting hit by a giant pendulum is like probably the least bad thing that happens to these guys on a given day. Is she actually gonna repeat it? Okay, yeah, she actually is. I'm not gonna ever ask her to repeat anything ever again. I could have sworn that there was one bit of dialogue in this game where, like, she gets pissed off if you, Oh, I forget what the question was. Was it, do you understand? Yeah. You actually don't need to time it at all. Servbots have unlimited health. We actually did time it correctly there.
Now we can get through.
But yeah, like, the Servbots won't ever die or get, like, destroyed or anything.
You did it. Now you know how to deal with traps.
You can basically just send them into traps like that, with no regard whatsoever to their safety or cries of pain or anything. Oh hey, he's still over here.
Thanks for your help back there. Next time, leave it to me. There's probably traps all over down here. Looks like the other diggers are moving deeper into the caves. Thanks for your help.
Yep, looks like 3 bits of dialogue is the standard here. Oh hey, we actually still got our quick turn. I think this is the way. Actually, what if we send the Servbots down here? Yep, that's about what I expected. Actually, is there a way to, like, run or something? Ooh, that looks promising. Yay!
Miss Tron, we found
Oh, apparently we just timed it.
We're rich. Well, it's good you found some money. Keep it up. We need to get all the money we can. Yes, Miss Tron.
Okay, so yeah, good trip. I'm glad that we made that extended detour for 800 zenny. Is there anything in here? Oh, hey, there actually is.
Whoa, wait! It's a fire trap!
Fire!
Yep, if you're not careful, you'll be burned to a crisp.
I see. Well, what should we do?
Well, this trap should also have a switch that deactivates it somewhere.
So all we have to do is find it and push it, right?
That's right. Well,
That
what are you
is how
standing
switches
around
work.
for? Let's
Yep.
look for that switch.
You first.
Yes, sir! Find the switch!
There's the switch. Go to it, lads.
That takes
Good
care
job.
of that. Good job, boys!
Looks like you
I don't know, just the contrast there between good job, boys, and them just talking to them like nothing's going on.
But I wonder about him.
Can they talk to him when they're on fire like this? Okay, looks like they got lost. Try that again.
A digger's life is a hard one, always working underground, but someone's got to do it.
Is that actually true? Do they actually like add
Always
anything
have a
of
lot
value to
potential.
society?
Keep it up, and you'll be fine diggers someday.
Like, don't they just like find money in caves
It's
and
amazing,
keep it
isn't
for
it?
themselves?
It's a completely different world down here.
Actually, I think they actually established that in the opening narration for Mega Man Legends, that the refractors are like an energy source, and that the only place to find them is underground. So there, I just actually answered my own question.
Hey, what's this?
That's a card key for a treasure box. Good job. This means you can open locked treasure boxes now.
Really? Yay! That sounds like fun! Listen to me. That's really important. Don't lose it, all right? Yes, Miss Tron. We'll take good care of it.
Just doing a quick check of the audio levels here, just because I got that sudden paranoia. Again, looks like we're good as far as I can tell. Does this guy have something new to say after, like, okay, looks like no. Looks like we've exhausted all of it for now. I really do wish that there were like a dash button or something just to move this thing around a little bit more quickly. Oh, and hey, this is the locked chest. We actually did that in the correct order.
Can we use the card key to open it?
Why wouldn't we?
All right, we won't.
Okay,
Miss
now
Tron,
do it.
look.
Why is there even the option to not do it? Why would you not just open it?
Miss Tron.
Oh, hooray.
What was inside? An E-bottle.
We got an E-bottle.
Number one.
Number 1.
Great! I can use it to recharge the Finkel's energy.
We can also use it to just sell it
Yes,
to the
Miss
appraiser
Tron.
and just make some money back, which is probably what we'll end up doing. These RPG missions are like really easy. Like I don't think we're ever gonna need to use that E-tank. Looks like that's the way forward. So we're gonna take another detour. But yeah, in terms of like treasure getting and like money getting, these are actually probably the least lucrative missions in the game.
There.
Huh? Don't bother me. I'm trying to disarm this trap and I'm not in a good mood right now.
Trap?
Just because in the action missions, like you're blowing apart enemies and sending the serve bots into a bunch of like houses and holes and stuff.
Can't get through.
Whereas in this one, there's just like fewer opportunities for extra bits of treasure on top of the main mission.
I know that. What do you think I am, some kind of idiot? You trying to pick a fight or something?
Well, I don't know, but between Mega Man and this dance guy, yeah, it looks like most of the diggers we've come across in this series are like kind of
I know
incredibly
the switch is
dense.
around here somewhere, but I can't get close to it. That's what I
They always know the right thing to say.
Tell you. Go on. Yeah. Leave me alone.
Yes, ma'am.
I still really like the voice acting in this game. I don't know what it is. PS1 era voice acting. Just something about it. Do you have anything to comment on our new friend
You
here?
boys have a lot of potential. Keep it up, and you'll be fine diggers someday.
He seems like an excellent judge of fine diggers.
It's a completely different world.
Okay, yeah, it's the same shit. I think we can actually get past here. Just like by ourselves. And then just, yeah, send him through the last one, which is going a little bit faster. Cool.
Miss Tron, look! We found a card key. Good.
Are you gonna explain what it does again?
We will.
I don't know, maybe a little bit too much. Maybe a little bit too heavy on the dialogue in these RPG sections. I don't think we really need to go through this section. Oh, that's a key. It's really important. Don't lose it.
What's that?
It's so important that we're going to remind you not to lose it every single time we pick one up.
A card key for a treasure box.
A card key? So that's what they was hiding. You lads be pretty good diggers, eh?
Ye lads.
No, not really. We'll give you this if you want it.
The fuck?
What? What?
Ah, she pops right out of the little right out of the
Just
panel
kidding.
there.
Sorry, we can't give this to you.
Huh? You lads be a little strange. Well, don't matter. I'll get the next one.
I'll get it.
I suppose I'd say that's a weird. She's got like this weird like southern accent that apparently incorporates the phrase "ye lads." I don't know. I don't know many Southerners myself. Is "ye lads" a thing that they say a lot down? Is that something that y'all say down south a lot of the time?
Can we use the card key to open it? All right. Here. There was
And the funny thing is you don't actually go through all of this when you
Hey, that's a room.
open treasure chests in the action missions. Like, you just go to the chest, and they dive in and open it, and then you get an item. It doesn't even pause the gameplay for anything to bring up the dialogue box.
You better not lose it, or you'll all be in a lot of trouble. Yes, Miss Tron.
Okay, so actually, apparently it was necessary to go through all of this, because I think that's the key we need to like get to the final boss room for this area.
My name's Mom. I'll get the next treasure myself. Just you see. Gotta keep working. I'm not the only digger down here in this cave, you know. Traps here are a little tougher than I expected.
But yeah, this is really simple first RPG mission right here. I think that the main idea is to just basically just a tutorial mission essentially, where it just kind of introduces you to the notion of traps and how to ram into things. Like the later ones actually have like enemy encounters, like really simple ones that are still really easy, but yeah, and also like kind of small little puzzles to solve. Whereas this one, it's just like go around and have the serve bots look at stuff.
Look, there's some writing here.
Whoa! This is one of Uncle Dig's tips.
What's that?
There's this really old, really famous digger named Dig, see? He writes messages for other diggers whenever he's exploring, to help them out.
So, what's it say? What does it say?
In order to open treasure
Let's
boxes,
take
you
a
have
look.
to find the
Let's
keys
see.
and
Uncle
use them.
Dig's tips.
Is that actually
In
gonna be
these
it?
caves, It appears there is another treasure beside the Aurora Stones.
Is it
It's
friendship?
called the
Oh.
Elixir
Oh.
of Youth. There's very little data, but it has something to do with collecting 3 kinds of crystals.
Oh, I think I remember. This
One
is
of
like a
those
little
crystals
optional side quest you can
is in
do
this room.
over the course of these RPG missions.
Elixir of youth? What's that supposed to be?
This is incredible. He must be talking about the secret of eternal youth. There's the crystal.
What should we do, Miss Tron? Well, we might as well pick one up and take it back with us. All right, we'll get one.
I mean, I'm just gonna spoil this for you guys. This is basically just leading up to a stupid gag in the end. You actually don't get... I don't think there's even a reward or anything for it.
Oh well, come on, let's go. Yes, Miss Tron.
Anything new to say?
Digger's life is a...
Nope. Oh, hey, we actually do get some enemies. Get him, boys! Yeah, you can see our sniper there can actually throw bombs at enemies, which is actually like really, really helpful because it can actually be like a little bit dangerous to try to ram enemies with the Finkel like this. Not only that, but yeah, sometimes it's like kind of tricky to get into the right range, and sometimes they blow up in your face. So it's actually really, really helpful to be able to have a serve bot who can, actually attack.
Hey! What's happening? What is this? Miss Tron, are you all right? I'm fine, but I can't move any further unless we do something about this. Wait a minute. There's a switch over there. I bet if it's pushed, this trap will deactivate.
Oh, first try.
Miss Tron, are you all right? I'm fine, just a little surprised is all. Come on, let's keep going.
Gotta say, I'm kind of impressed. As much as it's like, yeah, a little bit, I don't know, sort of overdone, the voice acting here. Like, I think they have voice acting for bits that don't really need it, like for stuff like picking up keys and opening treasure chests. Even so, I really appreciate like the effort that they went through, where it's like they basically got like full voice acting in this game for pretty much everything. Well, I guess not for the serve bots on board the Gesellschaft, but like for all of like the missions and the main story bits, like absolutely everything has got voice acting.
It's open!
All right, let's go.
Wait!
Huh? Who are you?
My name is Pearl. I'm looking for the Aurora Stones. Are you? Yes, we are too! Shh! Be quiet! She's kind of suspicious looking.
Is it?
You bet we are.
Is it suspicious is the word you're going for?
I think one of them is inside this room, but
What? Inside here? Well then, what are we waiting for?
I don't see what's suspicious about her, really.
wait!
We're in trouble. It's a Reaver bot. It's a big one. I mean really big.
Can I finish now? I was going to tell you that it sounds like there might be a Reaver bot in there. This guy is even dumber than he looks. Come on, you guys, let's go! Miss Tron, do we have to? What if it's a really big and scary Reaver bot? We don't like Reaver bots. What are you saying? We can't give up after coming this far. The treasure we've been looking for is in there. If you don't get it, I'll have to punish you all. Yes, Miss Tron.
Actually, as far as punishment goes, there's actually a room for that on the Gesellschaft that will unlock eventually as well.
Reaver bot inside. Maybe if we think hard enough, we can come up with a way around that Reaver bot. I don't want to be mean, but I don't think you can take on that Reaver bot by yourselves.
Actually, I guess she does kind of have like a bit of a suspicious looking face. Not on the portrait here. She's just, I don't know, kind of, I don't know. Like it don't you think on the character model there she has like kind of a suspicious face? So her eyes are like shifting around all the time.
We're in trouble. There's no way we can beat that. Scared me out of my wits. I walked in and there it was, right in front of me. What should we do? I want the treasure, but it's not worth dying for.
No, I guess we're in luck because robots don't die. Oh yeah, it's one of these dudes too. I completely forgot about this. I guess there are, yeah, a couple of reused assets, I guess, from Mega Man Legends. Because yeah, this guy was basically the first boss of the tutorial dungeon.
We're scared, Miss Tron. Oh, be quiet! Stop whining! Go get that Reaver bot!
So yeah, you can do the trick with the, whoa! So yeah, you can do the trick with the little fire traps if you want, but yeah, it looks like he'll actually flip the switches on his own. But actually, yeah, if you have a sniper on your team, you can actually just, yeah, have him blow it up with bombs. And that's basically the way most of the bosses go, where basically there's like a sort of an intended solution where you, I don't know, activate some trap to, or make the boss damage itself or something like that. Or you can just get like a servbot with a weapon to blow it up. And it turns out that the servbot weapons are actually like really effective. Like you saw how the sniper's bomb there did like twice as much damage as the fire traps. Also, it's a nice bit of, or I forget the term, but basically the, like the main theme of the game sort of shows up in different places throughout the game's soundtrack. Like basically all of the little victory fanfares for each of the different types of missions are variations on the main theme.
Pretty. Would you let me take care of that for you? Sure! Gee, thanks! That's nice of you! What are you doing? Oh, what am I supposed to do with you? Don't give that to her! Put it away somewhere safe! Yes, Miss Tron! I'm sorry, but we can't let you have it. It's all right. I was just, asking, that's all.
Oh, there she goes. There's the suspicious
Well,
face.
it looks like you beat me to it this time, my little friends. But just you wait and see. I'll get the next one. Or my name isn't Dance.
He just never learns, does he? All right, we've got what we came for. Let's get back to the Gesellschaft. Roger!
Yeah, so it's basically like a really simple little, almost tutorial dungeon there. Just sort of, yeah, introduce the controls and the traps and enemies, and basically also introduce the major characters who will play into the other future RPG missions. Yep, and we got the brains. Oh, and we got a new room as well. I don't think there's actually anything useful to be done in Tron's room. I think it's just like more servbots. Did we actually get any items on that mission to give to servbots? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, I think we're going to go into the lab right now and make that bazooka. Hooray! So yeah, now if we talk to the bazooka guy... Or no, that is not the bazooka guy. Yeah, so now we need 300,000 more Zenny and a special tube. And now we can make a bazooka. So yeah, it's kind of a multi-stage progress, or a multi-stage process. Sort of getting all of these different weapons and such. Might as well go for the armor parts too. Just in the even though, you know, it's kind of taken away from our like free teasel from the salt mines fund, I think it is in the long run better to get all your development finished up front. Incredible. Okay, so yeah, now we can make armor. And we don't have the item that'll let us make the bazooka just yet. Right, it was storage we wanted to go to. Okay, so it has the same symbol as an item that needs to be appraised, but it's actually just what it looks like. Yeah, I don't think there's anything useful to be done with these. Or what if... Yeah, we can't actually give them to serve bots or anything. That's basically the only useful thing you can do with items is give them to serve bots. So yeah, basically if you can't give it to a serve bot, then you might as well just sell it. Actually, I think we can probably afford to get rid of one of these e-bottles too. And with that... Oh yeah, I think we'll do one more gym run. I think, yeah, we'll continue doing just one trip to the gym between each mission. And then after this, I think we're just going to go all the way on the puzzle docks. Okay, so he's maxed out. He's almost maxed out. Oof. Okay. Just to get it out of the way, we're gonna, yeah, get number 2 all the way up to maximum. Yeah, you have to be pretty on point with the, like the double target hitting bomb throws in order to, dang it. Ah, shoot. That might actually just ruin everything for us. But yeah, even apart from, yeah, just making sure to keep the path in front of that little servbot back there clear so we can just keep continuously turning up targets. There's a fair bit of RNG in terms of like getting an optimal score here, as far as like first of all the positioning of the bombs that get thrown at you, and then also like yeah how frequently he throws them, whether or not they're going to be in good positions for you, and then also just the point value of the targets that come up. Yep, that was pretty unlucky there. I think we're actually going to lose this. Oh, and yeah, sometimes your servbot fucking trips. That was kind of bullshit right there. I was, like, right in position to catch that one. And he just, like, tripped all of a sudden for no fucking reason. Yeah, we'll do that again. Like, I think that bazooka would have actually made the difference. Oh, come on. Totally made that. Looks like you actually have to hit the button pretty early to catch it in midair. Yep, right there. He trips again. And I missed the... Oh, get it! Yep, this is actually going pretty badly right now. Okay, we can still do this, though. Okay, there. As long as you keep it cleared out in front of him, you aren't really missing out on anything. And we got it. Now we just gotta do it 2 times more. Yeah, I think 50... Or I guess at the rate it's going, either 50 or 49 is the final level. Nope, not quite the double there. Okay, we're actually getting pretty decent bomb positioning right now. Not gonna be able to get all the way over there in time. Son of a bitch! It's actually a huge loss there that I missed that. Yep, because if I had been able to get that right away... Shit! I think we might still be alright, though. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh wow, that bazooka didn't last freaking long at all. Okay, this is gonna be close, but I think we might make it. Nope. Ugh. Yeah, the timing on those bazookas that we got there was just terrible. Because, yeah, it looks like if the bazooka spawns when there's a bomb in your hand. Like if the bomb is on its way to hitting the bazooka target, and then hits it while you've got a bomb in your hand, it just blows up in your hand, and you lose a bunch of time. And then, yeah, the second time there, I just thought it was going to spawn in time to throw at the bomb that was coming at me, but it did not. Okay, so now it's cleared out, and as long as we can keep it clear, we're going to make it. Don't think we need the curry here. Yep, there we go. Now, are we going to go to 49 or 50 for the last one? And it's 50. Okay. I don't make it to 50 most of the time, so we'll see how this goes. Who knows, maybe I'm getting better at this. Nope, no I'm not. This is going terribly. Lucky bazooka there, though. I think the trick is to actually not look at the targets at all, but just like take note of what targets you're going for, and then just stare directly at your servbot's feet, so that you can sort of hit the marker on the ground for getting the double hit. We're just getting completely unlucky here too. Yeah, we're getting the low point value targets. We're not getting another bazooka. Like, this is a perfect run so far, but we're just getting screwed over. Just because, yeah, not getting that bazooka. There we go. Oh, but then we trip at the last fucking second, right before the winning bomb comes into our hands. So yeah, at least until the end there, that was a perfect run. We just got basically screwed over by RNG with the low point value targets and no bazooka coming up. And then when it does fucking come up, we trip. This is, again, just terrible positioning on the bombs here. Fuck off. Oop, I want that. I want that. Fuck off! Oh, I fucking hate the way that he just randomly trips all of a sudden, like right at the worst possible time. Oh, wow, we're actually not even going to come close to getting this one either. Yeah, we just got completely hosed with that random trip all of a sudden. Okay. This is a good run so far. I think we have a good chance here. Oh wow, look at this though. We're like, this is essentially a perfect run right here. We could not have hit more targets than we've been hitting. Okay, it wasn't quite perfect. We messed up the curry there at the end. But yeah, we hit as many targets as we possibly could have, but just because we were getting low point values on them, we just, yeah, couldn't possibly make the target there. Yeah, this is kind of a shitty mini game right here. Okay, I thought I hit it in time there, but I guess not. Okay, so that's one screw up. We missed one possible target there. And we got bad RNG on the bombs off to the side there, so we don't have enough of a bomb supply to sort of keep the train going. Not getting another bazooka yet either. And, I don't know, missed that somehow. And he's going to go all the way to the other side before throwing the next bomb. Yep, basically just... Okay, we made a couple mistakes there with just missing the bomb catches there, but even then... Yeah, the last level of this minigame here is basically unreasonable. Like, it's not even possible some of the time, unless you get, like, good RNG with the... where he decides to throw the bombs, and when they decide to flip up the bazookas. Oh wow, I actually missed both of them there, holy shit. Oh, missed the double, missed a whole bunch of shit there. Okay, that was my screw up that time. Oh, hey, now we got another one of these suckers when we need it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, wow, and we only got 10 seconds left. I actually thought this was like a good run, but actually, this is just complete dog shit, isn't it? 37. Well, we have not even actually not even gotten fucking close to 50 this time around. Used to be we'd get like 50 like every third run or so. Oh god, he keeps on running like from side to side. I'm not getting bombs quickly enough to actually make the target score here. Like, this is actually really freaking annoying. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, and he decided to pick up the bomb there instead of shoot the bazooka like I wanted. That's fine. Looks like we might get this. Like, it's basically down to whether we get good targets flipped up or not right here. Oh, pff. Police lady there was worth 2 points, so we just barely missed that. That one was within our grasp. If I hadn't made those couple mistakes there, we'd have had it. Ah, oh, damn it. Fuck! Okay, we're just, like, missing out. Yeah, we missed out on, like, just tons of points right there. Yeah, mistakes are so costly in this game. Didn't get our curry this time around either. And of course, when we do finally get it, we can't make use of it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was basically an impossible run right there. Basically, you get... Fuck off. Okay, if I say stop training, though, it'll kick me back down to 3-1, so I'm basically stuck in here. I don't even have the option to retry after I make a mistake. So we're basically locked in for like a minute, even during an impossible run where you've already fucked it up enough that you can't possibly make it. We're still locked into the end because we don't have the option to just restart. Thankfully, there aren't that many serve bots that you need to get up to maximum attack, and there's even fewer where you actually care about getting them up to maximum attack. But yeah, I really dislike this minigame. I guess the minigame itself is fine. I really dislike that they make you do this minigame so many frickin' times to level up your serve bot. Like, it's really unnecessary that they force you to do it, like, 3 times for each level that you want to increase. Like, they should have basically just do the minigame 1 time for each stat level that you want to increase. There, that was like a perfect run right there. And we basically just barely made it. Like, if 2 targets had flipped, or I guess if 3 targets had flipped up at a lower point value, we would have missed that.